Hi friends, welcome to SNCA Study Club, a platform for CA final students. So here we are moving towards the 20th question, 20th A. P. A chartered accountant in practice provides what? Management consultancy and other services to his clients. Okay, during 2016, looking to the growing needs of his clients to invest in the stock market, he also advised them to portfolio management service whereby he managed portfolio of some client. He managed, right? He has managed some portfolio. So here we have to discuss what? Whether the concerned chartered accountant is guilty of professional misconduct or not. This is the question. So he is a practicing chartered accountant, right? He is providing management consultancy service to the client and other service including portfolio management services. Plus he managed some of the portfolio of the client. So first of all we have to determine what? Relevant clause. In relevant clause there is not have any connecting clause that is providing with respect of these details. So we have to determine the meaning of CA deemed to be in practice. CA deemed to be practice means a member of institute, whether individually or partnership with other chartered accountants or members of prescribed professional body or person having prescribed qualification for a remuneration received or to be received, providing any accountancy related services, auditing and verification of books of accounts and financial statements, or certification of any financial facts or any other services as may be prescribed, then they are deemed to be chartered accountant in practice. So our chartered accountants, that is our institute or our council, by passing a resolution specified that management consulting service can be also provided by a practicing chartered accountant. That is, if a chartered accountant is providing management consulting service, this is also termed as what? CA in practice. Then he will be termed as chartered accountant in practice because our council has, by passing a resolution, permitted management consultancy services. Okay. So these management consulting services also include what? So such a resolution approved what? Management consultancy service. A clause of that resolution include what? The chartered accountant in practice may provide advisory or consultancy services related to selection of broker, issue of security, drafting of prospectus, filing of documents with the Security Exchange Board of India. That is, this resolution permit a chartered accountant in practice to undertake all these activities, but at the same time this is specifically stating that CA shall not engage in but broking. They shall not broking or shall not engage in any activity related to broking, underwriting, portfolio management services. That is, they may provide advisory consulting services related to selection of broker, drafting of prospectus, issue of securities and what? Filing with documents with Security Exchange Board of India, but they shall not undertake any activities with respect to broking, underwriting, portfolio management services, etc. But then what is happening in the question? What is happening in the question? In the given question, the concerned chartered accountant is providing portfolio management services and he is also managing some of the portfolio of the client. So what is happening here? The concerned chartered accountant is guilty of professional misconduct. He is guilty of what? Professional misconduct, because he is not complying with the guidelines, council guidelines, because non-compliance of council guidelines. Okay, so we are moving towards the next question. Okay, B. A chartered accountant in practice is a partner of 3 firms which, printing his personal letterhead, B gave the name of the firm in which he is a partner. Okay. So what is happening in this question? A chartered accountant, he is he is issuing, or he is he is issuing personal letterhead. In that personal letterhead he indicated the firm name in which he is a partner. He has indicated the same. So we have to determine whether the concerned chartered accountant is guilty of professional misconduct or not. So which is the relevant clause that is talking with respect of letterhead, etc. Yeah, this is what? Clause 7 Part 1 First Schedule, which is stating that CA in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he advertises his professional attainment or use designation other than chartered accountant in letterhead, signboard, visiting card, or any other professional document, unless it is a description of qualification from recognized university or ward membership in prescribed professional body. So here what is he is doing? He is issuing letterhead. First of all, we have to indicate this. Then question, what is happening here? Here he is issuing the personal letterhead in which he indicated 3 firm name. Actually we know that CA not permitted to provide date of establishment in that letterhead. So we have to determine it is not permitted. So can he indicate the firm name? So as per our council guidelines, there is not have any restriction with respect of writing or indication of what the firm name in the personal letterhead. In the personal letterhead, it has been already stated that it is the personal letterhead. So there is not have any restriction with respect of indicating the firm names in which he is a partner in the personal letterhead. So what is happening at last conclusion? What is happening? What he is doing? He is indicating the firm names in which he is a partner, and the same is provided in the personal letterhead. So in the given case, he is not guilty of professional misconduct. Okay, this is what provided here. Dears, we are moving towards 20C. XYZ associate a firm having 5 partners develop website. Name has been given. The website are also contain a link to All India Chartered Accountants Association. Don't know which is that CA association. Okay. A voluntary association where X is a partner of the firm is currently the vice president, right? So here what is happening? Firm of chartered accountant opened what or started a website. The same format, that is relevant clause, question, conclusion. This is the same format. Okay, A, B, C. We have to indicate. Then link to All India. Then the same is providing link to All India CA Association, which is a voluntary association where X is the vice president or president, etc. So here, which is the relevant clause? Council guidelines with respect of which clause provided that a firm of chartered accountants or a practicing chartered accountant may open a website or they may start website. Yeah, it is what? Clause 6. Clause 6, Part 1, First Schedule, which is stating that CA in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he solicit client or professional work through it can be either directly or indirectly through circular, advertisement, personal communication or interview, or through means which is not open to a chartered accountant. But at the same time, nothing under this clause is prohibiting a chartered accountant in accepting professional work from other chartered accountants or responding to tender, right? Or responding to tender or inquiries which has been issued by various users of the professional services as per the guidelines. Member shall. So these are what provided in clause 6. Okay, so here what is happening? A website. They have started what? A website. So as per the council guidelines, then question. In the given question, XYZ firm started website and they provided access or link to a voluntary association. So as per the council guidelines, indicate council guidelines, chartered accountants may allow to start website in any format, in any color, where there is not have any restriction, and it has to be run on pull mode and not on push technology. So it has been clearly stated as per the council guidelines that such website shall provide access only to what? ICAI's website of ICAI, link only to ICAI's website or its regional council's website, then government departments or to any other professional body website. Here what is happening? Last one, conclusion. Here what is happening? The concerned chartered accountants website provided access to a voluntary association which is of chartered accountants where X is the president. So here they are guilty of professional misconduct. So guilty of professional misconduct. This is the answer. Okay, we are moving towards the next question. Mrs. Element, a firm of chartered accountants, responded to a tender from a state government for computerization of land revenue records. Computerization of land revenue record. Okay. For the purpose, the firm also paid 50,000 as deposit. So, which is the relevant clause? So, what is happening here? A firm of chartered accountant is responding to a tender. We have to remember or recall the clause that is providing with respect of responding to tender. Or paid a sum as term of tender. They have paid a sum of term as tender. So we have to determine whether the concerned firm of chartered accountant is guilty of professional misconduct or not. So which is the relevant clause here? Yes, clause 6, the same clause. Clause 6, part 1, first schedule, which is stating that CA in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he solicit client or professional work either directly or indirectly through circular, advertisement, personal communication, interview, or through means which is not open to a chartered accountant, but nothing this clause prohibiting a chartered accountant to accept professional work from other CAs or responding to tender. Right? 1 minute, friends. So the tender may be, then details. Question, we have to explain about question plus details of what? Tender. Here the chartered accountant has responded to a tender which is not exclusively to the chartered accountants, right? That is, the tender is providing certain matters or certain works which is not exclusively open to a chartered accountant. So there is not have any restriction with respect of responding to a tender related to a work which is not exclusively open to a chartered accountant. So as per council guidelines, we know that where such a work, where the subject or where the work of tender is not exclusively open to a chartered accountant, there is not have any restriction with respect of responding to that tender, and what the concerned chartered accountants may make the payment of any fee towards what to fulfill any term of such tender. So in the given case, the firm has responded to the tender and paid a sum or a fee as a term or to fulfill the term of such a tender. So in the given case, the concerned firm is not guilty of professional misconduct. This is the answer. So first of all, we have to indicate relevant clause. We have indicated clause 6 part 1 first schedule, which has been provided with respect to responding to tender. Responding to tender where the subject is not open, not exclusively open to chartered accountant, there is no restriction. Every chartered accountant may respond to that tender. But if it is exclusively open to a chartered accountant shall only respond to such types of tender if the minimum fee is prescribed. So here that restriction is not applicable because this work is not exclusively open to a chartered accountant. So in the given case, they paid some sort of fee so as to fulfill the term of that tender, then they are not guilty of professional misconduct. So here we completed about question 20. Okay.